This particular piece was found in a German workshop. It had no cartouches bearing her name, and it was found in the early 1920s by German excavators. But it looks nothing like this version of Nefertiti, which was found on the walls of Tel Armana, which was actually the city of Akhenaten. But yet this one has been claimed to be Nefertiti, meaning the beautiful one has come, and is supposed to be the most beautiful woman who ever lived. When in actuality, if we look at Nefertiti, this was the portrait of Nefertiti. Also, the daughters, notice the head on the daughters, and it's the elongated head. Well, many Europeans said that that elongated head was a deformity. But when we look at the sister from Zaire, we see she has the same shape in her head. It goes back to the daughters of Akhenaten. Some serious hair, huh? Looks just like the hair on our heads today. So if anybody tries to tell you that Egypt is a white civilization, you can point out this hair. So those of you who have your cameras, you want to make sure you take a good picture of it. But this is what Gaston Maspero, an Egyptologist, said about the hair in the Nile in Egypt. He says the hair was inclined to be wavy and even to curl into little ringlets, but without ever turning into the wool of the Negro. But take a look at that hair. It looks like the wool, looks like wool, doesn't it? This is a picture of the hair that's on a figure that was found. So you can see what the person looks like and what the hair looks like. I don't know any European that could claim that hair. And so you know you have to have a serious comb to get through something like that. But you know what, brothers, by the way, some hair curlers even were found in Luxor, where we're going tomorrow, dating back over 3,000 years ago. So when you see those sisters with that head full of hair curlers, she's actually practicing an ancient African fashion tradition. Okay? So come on up and get a good look at the hair. Okay, the word for earring is shakyu. And so this is a style of earring that Tutankhamun and other Nubians wore. They came from Queen T, who popularized this style of earring. Now what's happening now is Liz Taylor's copying the same style of earring and making them part of her Egyptian style collection. But not just the earrings. Take a look in here, because there's a bracelet that's called a minifret. And when Amos was crowned king, his mother, Ahotep, wore this bracelet. And so while he was the one who was trying to drive the Hyksos out of our land and preserve our culture, Liz Taylor's now trying to rip it off. And here's that bracelet, making millions of dollars off of it.
Never get the right thing.
Never get it right. Taking everything we have.
Now you can see the grandeur of African people, brothers and sisters, like looking at this grand master right here, Amenhotep III. Amenhotep III was known in the 18th dynasty as the grand master builder during his time. And when we get into Upper Egypt, you're going to see the temple that he also built on too. You're going to see the lotus columns that he also built in Luxor. But as you look in the courtyard of Luxor, you'll see some toothpick columns that the Romans built. And when you look at these toothpick columns and you see the columns that Amenhotep III built, you'll see who truly was a grand master builder during his time was Amenhotep III. And I think it's only right that the queens, that my wife should speak on the queens.
This is the beautiful Nubian queen known as Queen T. She was the wife of Amenhotep III, like my husband just mentioned. And the woman, the sister, was such a beautiful queen that he took her by his side, put her into roles in the government. So the sister participated in the government in Kemet. And when the brother's health started failing, foreign diplomats corresponded with the queen. And then the queen even became the first Secretary of State in Kemet for her son, Amenhotep IV, or known as Akhenaten, when he chose not to take care of governmental duties. Now the brother loved the queen so much that he built a lake for her, an ornamental lake, a mile long and a fifth of a mile wide, known as Lake of Tea. and built a temple for her in Nubia, showing the connection between her homeland, Nubia, and Kemet. So this is the beautiful queen known as Queen T. And if you notice on the top of her headpiece, she's got the double uraeus up there, and that means that she ruled Upper and Lower Egypt. Now this brother saw the sister equal to him. That's why they're on the same level here. So here we have Amenhotep III and Queen T. We're talking about over 3,000 years ago.
Here she is right here.
That's right. That we have Queen T's with us today.
Right here. That's her.